Yeah, here we are. Erskine Bridge Hotel. Just getting ready to leave for the morning. It's a lot brighter and a lot drier than it was yesterday. Going to ride up to Fort William. See what that brings us. Didn't really have enough time to test the camera, so I'm hoping everything's going to work okay. We'll find out soon enough. Everything seems to have dried out okay from all that rain I rode through on the way up here. Didn't record anything because it was torrential rain constantly. Still more fun than driving a car though. Be careful here, wet leaves on the ground. Pan-European, they're great while they're moving, but when you come to a stop you have to be careful that you've got good footing, so it's very easy to overbalance and tip, and then of course you look a complete wally. And where to? Addresses, get back, history. Clearly we need to redo that. La-di-di-da-di. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Full tank of fuel. Wow, that's taken a little time. There we go. Well, that's quite a nice hotel. So that's just clean, tidy. Breakfast this morning was very good. You book it the night before, you get it cheaper. Is this the way I came in? Yes, it is. I'm right here, I would think. What a beautiful morning. all's well with the world. Onwards and upwards. Well, I put all of my luggagey type stuff in the girlfriend's car. She doesn't ride pillion, not very much anyway. She's a consultant radiologist, so as a result of her work, she's seen a lot of broken bikers. So isn't overly keen on spending long periods of time on the bike. I kind of get it. I wasn't really sure how the weather was going to be this morning because they got it so wrong yesterday. It said sunny and then light showers. It was absolutely and utterly hosed it down on the way up here. Which wasn't much fun at all, to be fair. But still better than being in the car. Blue skies and sunshine. 12 degrees centigrade. On the ride up yesterday, crossing the Pennines, it got down to 4 degrees and it was raining sideways. And I actually turned on the heated seat that's on the bike now. I thought heated seats were just for southern softies. But I was actually quite glad of it yesterday. A police behind me or an ambulance, one of the two. Police, nice. You always notice when you watch those boys ride those machines, look how smooth. When they change their position and stuff, it just looks completely effortless. What was it the Ford advert used to say? Man and machine in perfect harmony. Oh, look at that view. That's just beautiful. I'm just going to roll the throttle off. I'm not in a hurry. As we come around this corner, you'll probably get the view that I just got a sneak look at. There you go, look at that. Wow. On the bonny banks, or something like that anyway. Cue song. Shall we sing? Nah, probably not. So I'm just going to have a trundle up to Fort William, meet the other half there for lunch probably, and then not sure where I'll go after that. It is designed just to be a chill out weekend, this. Other half will be spending a time at the B&B, which overlooks the loch, and read the books, put a feet up. I may do a little bit of the same. But by the same token, I might be out and about riding the bike too. Tomorrow, probably a day out in the car, as we're visiting the piece of land that we own. It's not a big piece of land, it's a foot square. My other half, Martina, bought me it for as a birthday present, I think. Was it birthday or Christmas? A few years ago. So I am actually Lord Robert of Glencoe. How fancy. So we're going to visit the plot and take some photographs and do the touristy thing, which will be very, very nice. So one of the upsides of being in a place where they get a lot of rain is everything is so green. Look at it. That's just fab. As they see me, oh, bikes. Yep, not looking. Well, let me carry on some of the research from the other day when I see how many bikers nod back. I hear lots of stuff on the Twitter sphere and online and stuff about people be moaning that bikers don't nod anymore, and is it GS riders, is it BMW riders as a whole, is it Harley riders, is it? So I don't know. We'll maybe keep count. Turn centre. Okay, we're going straight on. So we'll maybe do a nod count. So yeah, see how that. Here's one coming. So here's the first one. One nod. Oh, you waved. Hey, that's better. Does that count as 2 nods if you get a wave? So that's 1 out of 1. That's 100%. Of course, the route to happiness will be to stop counting there. That's it. 100% of bikers waved. But maybe not. Camera settings for this one, just as a reminder to myself, in case I forget to check later, is 140 degree view angle and microphone set at number 4. So this is the Drift Ghost X. I've got GoPros that I use in the car, and they're great. I love them, but I never need to plug microphones into them. I have the Hero LCD, the Hero Plus LCD, and 2 GoPro Session 5s, and whilst they're fantastic, the GoPro Plus LCD is the one that I bolt onto the front of the bike, which gives me a good view, but of course doesn't record audio. Now, if I want to plug a microphone into the GoPro Sessions, I've got to buy a microphone adapter. Now, not only is it 50 quid, which is, to be frank, bloody outrageous, the thing's nearly as big as the camera, so there's no point in having a little camera if you've got this huge chunk of stuff that you've got to somehow strap to your helmet or to the side. So I looked at a few reviews of this this Drift Ghost X, and people have got nice stuff to say about it. I did a little bit of testing just the other day, just for an hour. That's all I had, and it looks okay. Now I know that at 140 degrees you're catching a bit of the side of the helmet, which is that a good thing, bad thing? I don't know. Oh, another wave, 2 out of 2. Oh, a nod, 3 out of 3. Maybe Scottish bikers are more friendly. Maybe that's it. I'm travelling a smidgen too fast. They'll slow down a minute when they see the copper at the front of the queue. Oh, there's the police headquarters, but 3 out of 4. What was I blathering on about? Oh yeah, GoPro Hero Sessions. So to plug a microphone into them, they start to become a bit bulky, and it's 50 quid for the microphone adapter. Now the Ghost Drift X is 129 quid for the camera, and you get the microphone adapter with it, and it's quite small and neat. The mount that I've put on at the minute involves a little bit of duct tape, which is a bit Heath Robinson, but I'll rig something up that's a little more permanent later. But it's neat, and it seems to work. So I figured for an extra 79 quid, I got a new camera. Plus battery life. Now the Hero Plus LCD that I strapped to the front of the bike, I'll rig a permanent power cable to it. So with a big enough SD card, it'll record for about 10 hours. I mean, they're only supposed to take a 32 gig card, but they do actually record onto 128. And again, the Drift X takes 128 gig cards, so I've got about 12 hours of recording time. The standard battery is 5 hours. So, well, they're claiming 5 hours, so it's probably going to do 4. And you can buy an extra battery pack. I'm not employed by Drift, by the way. I have no particular axe to grind. You can buy an extra battery pack for 25 quid, which is 8 hours. So again, that's probably going to do 6 or 7. Easy, Tiger. He's going to chop across. The biker hasn't seen me. That doesn't count. This guy in a white BMW, I'm not sure about him. So for 100 and... let me work that out. So 129 plus 25, 154 quid. Is that right? I think it is. Still early. So for 154 quid, I can record for probably 11 to 13 hours. It's not bad. I also bought the Drift mic. Now, any microphone will fit with the right size jack, but I thought it was $16.99, I think. So I thought, for that sort of money, I'll buy the right gear. And there's more chance of it being the right fit. So that was the theory anyway. So the proof of the pudding, as they say, will be in the eating. So we'll see when we get back and download all of this and see how it works. What an absolutely spanking day this is. So I'm hoping the Drift X will work well, because whilst I love the GoPros, I just think when you're buying extra stuff like battery packs and microphone adapters, well, you know, they're bending you over, aren't they? And you know, there's no fun in that. So we've gone along this route. It's also really quite neat. It looks good. It doesn't. I put a rig together where I mounted the GoPro Hero Plus LCD to the side of the helmet. It's my helmet's starting to look like the International Space Station. So I thought, nah, not a fan. So we'll see. I would have gone the whole hog and gone for the 4K, but one or two reviews online were suggesting there might be one or two niggles that need ironing out. And they're all going this way now, aren't they? You know, Microsoft with the forerunners here, where they didn't properly develop a product and they just sent it out and had us do the beta testing for them. Yeah, another wave. Excellent. 4 out of 5. So I don't feel like paying $299 for a piece of kit that's not properly tested. It's not got all its bugs ironed out. There's nothing more frustrating than you buy some kit. You want the kit to work. The technology is brilliant, but when it stops working, it's massively frustrating. Oh, that's interesting roundabout. Oh yeah, I remember this bit from watching the Missenden Flyers video. A big shout out to the Missenden Flyer, actually. I love watching his videos. And it's, to be honest, it's probably watching his good self that's inspired me to do a little bit of vlogging. I mean, obviously I'm used to using YouTube, because we have a... Where are you going? We have a YouTube channel at work where we do training videos for teaching people to drive and teaching people to become instructors. So I'm heavily featured on that. So I'm getting used to it. So I'm no shrinking violet. So people get used to looking on and seeing my happy fat Geordie face. But, oh, look at that! Allow motorbikes to pass safely. Well, how user-friendly is that? Well, either that or it means they're all idiots up here and they need reminded. Not sure which one it's going to be. What a fantastic road this is, by the way. Look at the surface. Well, you can see there's 1 or 2 repairs, but they're seamless. You run over them and you don't have the fillings rattled out of your teeth like you might do elsewhere. Trolling along, all's well with the world. Not a 5 out of 6. Oh, look at that. My word. Well, the first 10 minutes of this ride this morning made it worth the 6.5 hours in the rain to get here through some horrific traffic. I have to say that filtering yesterday was a reasonably okay experience. You know, and generally I've been warned, you know, filtering here is hard work. It's actually legal to filter here, and people give you a hard time over it. In Germany, where it's illegal to filter, everybody gets out your way and lets you do it. Surprised, isn't it? We get very angry here when we get behind the wheel of a car. We're against everybody and everything. I don't know, it's just, maybe it's because we feel persecuted. I'm trying not to get angry when I'm driving or riding another bike. Yay! 6 out of 7. I don't think he saw me. They don't count. This guy in the area is a bit aggressive, so very well. Look at that scenery. Just wow. What do we get to? 6 out of 7. I think if we count to 10 and that'll give us a representative sample. Nothing. 6 out of 8. Oh, this looks interesting. Look at that view. That's just amazing. All's well with the world. Near the junction, a little bit of lateral movement, draw attention to myself. He's not thinking of moving, we're alright. Give him a nod. What did we get to on the nod count? 6 out of 8, wasn't it? Bit of brake light activity up ahead. I think it's just because that silver Focus is too close to the van. We'll keep an eye on it. A wagon, somebody might overtake it. That's a big canoe for a small car. Oh, biker, so we're 6 out of 8. Was that a little nod? 7 out of 9. No, I couldn't decide whether he was nodding at me or just checking his mirror. So at worst, that's 7 out of 10. So that would indicate that the majority of bikers are still nod and wave. Not an exhaustive survey by any means. But it makes me happy to think that the majority of bikers still nod. So tight. This guy in the Audi is starting to do my head in a bit. Let's count this one coming towards 7 or 9. 8 out of 10. I'm happier with that. Look at this scenery ahead. Look how close this cloud in the Audi is. The problem with that is, he's attracting my attention. Look at that. That's just stunning. Just stunning. Look at it. Why doesn't everybody live here? Wow. I'm going to pull over here. I want rid of this clown. He's far too close to me. Dick. I'll edit that out. Mommy, I need the toilet. I told you to go before we left. I know, but I didn't want to go then. 9 out of 11. There are better numbers on there. I could have just cracked the throttle open and left that cloud in the Audi behind, but I want to take my time and just soak this up. I mean, look at it. It's just amazing. It's like the Lake District on speed. So this was a fairly hastily organised trip. Well, not hastily, but I was just something that's been on my to-do list for ages. I thought, do you know what, bank holiday weekend coming up. When I checked the weather forecast, it looked, this is what, 3 weeks ago, it looked like it was going to be good. But of course that far out it is pure guesswork. So I thought, I'll just book it. If the weather turns really bad, I'll go in the car. And originally I was going to come on my own, because it didn't look like my other half was going to be able to get away. But then she could, so she's come up in the car, I've come up on the bike. Today looks like it's going to be the only decent day, but that's fine. It's just scouting the place out. We're riding up to Fort William. I'm going to have lunch, and then I'm not sure what we'll do from there. Might just head back to the hotel and sit by the lock and just chill out, or I might do a bit of extra riding. That's about 2 hours to Fort William from where we set off. 2 hours back. Maybe a bit of trundling about. Just going to see what comes. I did look this morning and think I may go as far as, and I don't know if I'm getting this pronunciation right, Highland, the castle, but that's maybe just a bit too far up, and don't want to be abandoning my other half for the full day. Although she'd be okay with it, it just doesn't seem right. This is lovely. This road surface is tremendous. Fergin Point. Oh, Fergin L. Sorry, it's just this, the schoolboy in me. Fna. Another jogger. Didn't look happy. They never look happy, do they? I'm getting really fit here, but I'm miserable as shit. Where's the point? I used to do that, I used to jog all the time. I don't know how I ever did it. When the kids were small, it's my then wife and myself, we were obsessed. You're never out of the gym, or we're jogging or playing squash or playing football, and just now I don't do any of that. I do this instead. I can't think ever. I mean, sat astride a motorbike and being unhappy. I've been wet and I've been cold. I mean, yesterday wasn't exactly a pleasurable experience, but I wasn't unhappy because I was on the bike. So what do we got? 9 out of 11. Oh, only one of those 3. One of those 4. So 10 out of 15. Do you know what? I didn't even take notice of what sort of bikes they were. Were the JS riders? Don't want to slag BMW riders off. A couple of my mates ride BMWs. Actually, having said that, BMW had an open day at Squires a little while ago, and I went and I wrote that I was there all day, just about. The guy that was running it said I'd spent so much time on the bikes that I should stay behind and clean them. Cheeky bungie. He's right though, but I rode the R9T, which I really liked, but it's a bloody hooligan bike. It makes you want to just wind the throttle wide open all the time, and I'd have my license 2 minutes. I really like that. I rode the R1200R, which was lovely, really nice machine. But I'm not so sure about the naked thing. If I'd been on a naked bike yesterday, I think maybe I wouldn't have been as happy. So where was I? Yeah, I rode the R9T and the R1200 RT. Then I rode the 1200 GS Adventure. Boy, what a machine that is! That's a real beautiful piece of kit. The new version. And then I rode the just the standard GS again. Fantastic piece of kit. You can see why they sell so many of them. They're just tremendous. I got a couple of mates who would buy them, except for the fact that everybody owns them. They don't want to have a bike that's the same as everybody else. Okay, I kind of get it, but if I do part company with a pan, it will probably be for either a GS or the 1600 GT, which I rode the bagger version and the GT version. What a piece of machinery that is! Just phenomenal. Oh, now you're talking. So I had ridden a 1600 GT a little while ago, a 2011 model, and I really didn't take to it. And I said to the guy, I said, is this throttle meant to be this wild? It was just uncontrollable. It was just... Then I did a bit of delving around afterwards, and you know, on some of the forums, and the guys are there were saying it's like trying to tame a wild stallion when it's in dynamic mode. And I was like, Now, I should have done a bit more research before I rode the bike, because I would have understood about it then. I would have known where to turn it off and stuff. But the guy that set it up for me to ride it was in dynamic mode, and everything was firmed up, and it was brutal. Once it was rolling, it was all right, but getting it moving from a standing start and that, just ridiculous amounts of power and stupidly fast throttle response for a touring bike. It's like, you know, it's like an all-out sport bike. So I didn't really like it. Once I'd done the research, when I rode these other two 1600s, I started them off in road mode and changed. Yay. One knot. Oh, I've lost count now. Anyway, never mind. And then change it to dynamic mode once you're on the roll. Phenomenal piece of kit. Just phenomenal, but they're an awful lot of money. So, having said that, each time I test ride something else and I claim back on this machine, this is a great bike. No two ways about it. Look at this scenery. There's a lot of traffic ahead of me. That's a shame, but hey ho. It's a bank holiday weekend, so it's to be expected, I suppose. Oh, this is the first rough piece of road I've ridden on. And even then, it's still alright. So yeah, so all in all, I've rode six BMWs, the GS Adventure, the R1200R, the R9T, the 1600 GT Bagger and the 1600 GT. I loved them all, they were brilliant, really lovely piece of kit. So I'd happily own any one of them. The one I haven't test ridden is the R1200 RT, which is BMW's version of this in reality. A little bit lighter than this, And the new one has about the same horsepower, 125 horsepower this has. So that might be the replacement for this. I test rode a Goldwing. I liked it, but I'm not sure. Probably for similar reasons that I didn't want to swap to a bike like this. I had the 1100 before this. You know, coming from before that, I had a Honda Firestorm, which was just a phenomenal piece of kit. A fire-breathing monster, but it's just, you know, too old for that nonsense now. My wrists and my back and my neck, so I'm just kind of kicking tyres in a dealership. And the guy said, "What are you looking for?" I said, "Well, maybe something a bit more upright." And he said, "Like what?" And I said, "Well, if I'm honest, I don't know." And he pointed to an ST 1100 and said, "Have you ever thought about owning one of those?" And I said, "Well, not really, no." And he said, "Well, why not?" I said, "Well, it's a fat old man's bike." And he laughed and said, "I'm not being funny, but..." Now, anytime anybody says that, "I'm not being funny, but..." Well, they're just about to be, aren't they? You know, "I'm not being racist, but..." "I'm not trying to be clever, but..." Well, of course you're going to. That's why you're prefacing it with that. But anyway, he said, "I'm not being funny, but you're a fat old man." So you cheeky git. This looks nice. Log cabins with hot tubs. Might stay there next time. Loch Lomond Holiday Park. Okay, we'll research that. So he said, "Test ride it and see what you think." And as I was manhandling it around, I said to him, "Boy, it's heavy this, isn't it?" He said, "You'll not notice it once it's rolling." And he's right, you don't. So I rode the 1100 for a good while. Down to the Alps twice on it. Never missed a beat. Beautiful piece of kit. And then I saw this one advertised. Look how miserable they look. Look at the scenery. How can you be miserable out and about in this? It must be the activity that's doing it. It's not the scenery. There's another two. Nobody looks happy. Nobody looks happy. Bless them. Anyway, so random ramblings. Just talking up my arse here. So I bought this without seeing it, which is a ridiculous thing to do. But it was for the right price. And I thought, wow, if it doesn't work. It was a guy who deals in prestige cars, and they'd taken it in part exchange for something or other. And I got chatting with him, a nice chap. And we put a deal together that was, well, it was the right deal for me and for him, obviously. And they organised delivery, bless them. It's funny, the guy that delivered it said, "Oh, I'm gutted that you've bought this." I went, "Why is that?" He said, "Well, I've been riding it on a weekend." So, right. Oh, this is the life. What a lovely road. And I love it. It's got more. I think the 1100 was smoother, if I'm honest. I don't know whether it's the mapping on the fuel injection. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautifully smooth machine, but in comparison with the 1100 was like Rolls-Royce smooth. A lot of water on the road here. Where's that from? Down from the hillsides, no doubt. And fell in love with it. And I ran them both for a little while, which is just... it's a bit of a silly thing to do, but well, why not? And then I thought, well, I'm neglecting one of them always, so I should sell them. So I sold the 1100. It's really ridiculous, really, because I wanted it to go to a good home. It's like parting with your favourite dog. Oh, only if you can only buy this if you're going to look after it. Anyway, I sold it to a guy. This is just ridiculous. I sold it to a guy whose mate had a Pan 1100. And he had a few goes on it. He loved it, and they wanted to do touring together and this and that. I just thought, yeah, okay. Excuse me. And he got it for a good price because I felt it was going to a good home. How sad is that? But it made me happy. But as he rode it away, I was like, oh, I want it back. But this has been a fantastic beast. I've owned it now for a year and a bit. I've put, I don't know how many miles I put on it. 8,000, something like that. But for the most part, in that 12 month, I was riding the 1100 for most of it. There's a wave. Look at that scenery. So I'm happy with this bike. It's lovely. So I've spent a bit of time and done a bit of tarting up and odds and sods. It's an X-Police bike. So it's high mileage. It's currently just 61,500 miles, but smooth as silk. Even though not quite as smooth as the 1100, but still super smooth. Reading on one of the Facebook groups, the ST1300 UK, and Lev on there has done like a remapping of his ECU. And he's put the technique down, and I'm interested to see how it works. So I got this new seat, this Corbin seat. I had the Tony Archer seat that was then of course spare, so you can't use two seats, so I made sure I liked this one first, and then I sold the other one. And the guy that I sold it to, again, nice chap, we got chatting, and he tried this remapping thing and said that it was quite remarkable, the smoothness it brought to the bike. So maybe that's it, because apparently the ECU learns how you ride and this and that. I don't know how much of that I believe, but it sort of makes sense, so I'm going to give that a try and see what happens. You know, ordinarily I'd feel the need to get past this traffic. Not feeling that need today. Look at that scenery. That's just magnificent. Maybe it's sports bike riders. I don't know. Ardlui. One side of the road, chum. More hikers looking particularly happy. So I think I can come down the other side of Loch Lomond on the way back. these roads. It's like being in Switzerland. I remember those days. Mommy, I need a toilet! Look, see, they're repairing the road with proper edges. Here's a repair. You can't tell you've got over it. Look at this road surface. Look at it. Okay, now we're travelling a bit slow for me. So, I don't mind travelling slow, but I don't want to travel so slow that I can do the corners with the bike upright. that's a little too slow. Well, the hiker, miserable. Oh, that's a nice little cottage. I wonder what it is that makes ramblers so unhappy. Is it the constant shout of the local farmers, get off my land? Is it that, you think? That constant being on the receipt of negativity? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows where fate may take us? I wasn't sure which sort of gear to pack to come on this one. I thought I've got my sort of middling gloves. I've got my winter gloves in one of the panniers, and I've been wearing like my ventilator trousers and jacket, the RST stuff, which is great, especially when the weather's been so hot. But I thought, there's a biker. Does he look happy? Nope. The stuff in his face, he still doesn't look happy. So I thought, no, I have a pair of these RST adventure pants. Lots of layers, really nice, really warm, very waterproof. So I had those on yesterday, which was great in all that torrential rain. And I thought, I won't wear the ventilator jacket, I'll wear the RST Pro jacket that I've got, which I did, but I didn't put the lining in it. So although it was waterproof and no water got through, I did feel the cold, because I've only got one layer underneath it. So I think I'll need to buy a jumper while I'm up here just to get that extra layer, because it looks like it might be cold on the way back. Lots of brake light activity, so I'm assuming there's road works, and hence the 30. Ramp, that's because they're still working on it. Say, look, see, this is how you repair roads. Yorkshire Council, are you listening? You don't spray tar and throw chippings on it, you cheap bastards. You do a proper job like this. I'm sure, you know, it's the old adage, you know, if you do the job properly, you only do it once. You keep repairing things cheaply by spraying tar and throwing chippings on it. It's only a temporary fix, isn't it? So I'm sure you must have to spend more money overall in the long run. Well, the problem is, of course, they're always working within this quarter's budget. Politicians don't think very far ahead these days. Anyway, I'm not going to start on that. I'll just get annoyed. I think anybody who volunteers to be a politician should be barred from doing it. It's a miserable cyclist. So even though they've planed this surface down, it's still better than some air roads south of the border. I suppose they don't get the same level of traffic here. They don't get as much heavy traffic, I suppose, which is why the roads stay better. Maybe. Or maybe it's because, like in Switzerland, same as they're here, they take better care of the road. La, 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 la. What are you doing? Yeah, I was toying with the idea of chewing through a lot of these cars ahead of me, but a friend in this Zafira or whatever it is just made me think twice. And again, like I said, I'm not in a big hurry, just soaking up the scenery. But as I look ahead, there's a camper van at the head of this queue. If I can get in front of him, there'll be an open road. Nope, no not. GS rider. And not from a GSX rider. La da 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 dee. Bend the right and along straight. After these two, I can't see anybody else coming. So I we're going to be past here. Look at that. How wonderful. The hiker. Does he look happy? No. Well, he's not a hiker, he's hitching a lift. Because a hiker would be walking, wouldn't he? So what does that make him? Bus in front of us. Let's see if I can pick my way past this lot. Take the chance in case he suddenly moves over to turn right. One knot, one knot. I'll tell you what, he's giving this bus some beans. We're going uphill here. I suppose I should have a look. Now that looks like hard work. And more hard work than I'd like to be involved in, I think. Look at this scenery. That is absolutely immense. This road surface is just tremendous. Chatting to a local biker while I was at the green. Well, he stopped there for a cup of tea, and he says there's a lot of speed cameras out today, so I'll watch out for that. But look at this scenery. Oh my word. Oh, absolutely stunning. The scenery is amazing, the road surface is amazing, it's a great road. Look at this. Oh my giddy aunt. just stunning. What's the chance of it not? No. Just soaking up the magnificence. Real hills, real fire, real food, real bridge. Okay. I didn't see a bridge. Maybe it's obscured. Try for a nod. Yay, little one. Got the sat-nav set to remind me if I'm going over the speed limit because the speed camera's about, but it's doing me head in with this bing bong bing bong. This is lovely. It's just lovely. I will definitely be coming back here. There is a loch just across to my left. Can't see it just now. It's clouding over a little bit. Yeah. Just catching the end of that loch. Look how lovely. Along straight road, overtake an opportunity here. Oh, looks like we're going to start climbing. Now, how big would the ramp have to be to slow people down that much? Yep, fairly big. I'll try and get past this lot. Oh my god. Now, to the uninitiated of you, that might have looked like a risky manoeuvre, but I got a good long hard look up the left hand side of that vehicle as he was pouncing around in the ramps, and I knew that section of road was clear. Well, that's some view from here. Oh, this is this was worth a ride up here. Just me, maybe? I don't know. Just hear the theme music from Highland. Oh, some snow on the tops over there. Oh, it's just beautiful. Not. Yay. That's a nice old bridge. Look at that. How quaint. Look at this scenery. Shut up! Bloody sun now. Bing, 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 bing. This caravan's coming pretty quickly that way. I'm just going to ease off in case he loses it. That's just fab. Just fab. And apparently May and September are the best times for weather, so I think next May bank holiday I think they'll be coming back here. This is just stunning. I'm not even bothered about being behind the caravan. Look at that view. Quick nod. Hey, a wave. Happy Bobby. Yay! 2 out of 2. We'll start the count again. Well, if you're riding a motorbike and you're up here, why wouldn't you be happy and waving at people? Look at it. Look at it. Bet it's grim here in the winter though. Well, it's just magnificent. I mean, imagine living in that house over there. Waking up this morning and having your breakfast at the log cabin cafe. There's a ski lift up there. Glencoe Chairlift and Ski Centre. There you go. I mean, look at that. That's just utterly magnificent. Thank you. I hope the camera's catching all of this. Cyclist, does he look happy? No. How round-shouldered he was. You could see his life force falling out of his ass. It's like he's been dragged shopping. Why would you do it if it doesn't make you happy? There you go, stick something in the comments below in this video, if the video makes it to YouTube. What, discuss. Hikers and cyclists, why aren't they smiling? Is it because they don't want to catch the midges in their teeth? Is that it? It's a pretty little bridge. That seems quite a substantial bridge for a little stream. Wow, look at that. That's a lot of engineering for a little stream. Nice though, nice. Look at this. Oh, the man playing bagpipes. What? Excellent. Oh, that's just fantastic. It's right in the middle of nowhere. The bloke stood playing bagpipes in a kilt. How utterly fantastic. Yeah, we're having this lot. That's why riding a motorbike makes you smile. Trying to find the right adjectives to describe this. It is just utterly magnificent. I hope the Ghost Drift X captures the magnificence. And it looks like when we come out from behind the shadow of that mountain there, we're going to be bathed in sunshine. Happy days. On a day like today, must be pretty amazing to be waking up in one of those little cottages. Look happy? No. Well, the cars here, this looks like a popular spot. So yeah, in the comments below, discuss hikers and cyclists. Happy? Not happy? Reasons for both. Yes, sir. But look, browbeaten. Maybe it's just weather beaten. I don't know. Maybe I'm being unkind. Oh wow. Look at that. Okay, here we go. It's actually not the caravan holding things up, it's that cloud in front of him. I get it, you want to travel a little slower to soak up the scenery, but you don't want to be doing 30 in a 60. That's ludicrous. Oh my god. They were 947 years old. But whilst that might be slightly annoying, what it does mean is a big open piece of road ahead of me now. Hey, wave. Oh, just look at this view. Yeah, this looks nice. Let's just break to a stop in the middle of the road. You utter bell end. Bless. Hiker. Nope. Oops. Not a fan of riding on gravel. Righty-ho. Look how pretty. So we're looking for the A882. Make us miserable. Miserable. How to be miserable walking around here? Look at it. Look at the magnificence. And apparently this place is really well signposted, according to them. It's a nice looking hotel. Segway tours. Now then. That might be alright. You're not going to pull out in front of me, are you? Nice old building. Is it a church? Yes, I think it is. How pretty. Sat nav just burst into life and gave me directions. It gave me a bit of a fright. This guy's going to nod. Nod. Yes. So I just met up with my other half, who's in the yellow Volkswagen Beetle behind us. 8828. I think that's us. I think this is the right road anyway. Well, this place is supposed to be signposted well from all around the area and as you get closer, but I think we're probably about 5 miles away from the place and I've not seen a signpost yet. Or I've got it dramatically wrong about where we are. Either way, this is a part of the world or a place I've never seen before, so win-win. Forgot to put my earplugs in too. Tusk. So although this Schubert C3 is allegedly one of the world's quietest helmets, once you strap on a communications device on one side and a camera on the other, suddenly the wind noise goes up. Unsurprisingly. But there you go. Just want to rip the throttle open and zoom past this lot, but I have my other half following me in the car, so I can't really. Oh wow. Lovely scenery to the right. I'm not sure how much of that you can see on the video. I think that might have been it on the left. That wasn't much of a signpost. Didn't have this on earlier, but just for the last few miles into the guest house, I stopped here for a cup of tea. Really rather lovely. Had some carrot cake that was about 4,000 calories. But I'm on holiday, so ha ha ha. Oh! There we go. What a lovely, lovely part of the world. The weather today has been absolutely magnificent. Ridden in some stunning scenery. Absolutely stunning. Deep joy. So I think these are this is the worst condition road that I've ridden on today, but still okay. And it looks like it might rain a little later, but only about 20 minutes away from the guest house where we're staying. I suppose that's one of the pluses of living somewhere where it rains a lot, is that everything's so beautiful and green. How lovely. That's an absolutely gorgeous place. I know I keep banging on about it, but it really is. If you haven't been here, you've got to come. So I've constantly said that yeah, I need to go back to the Alps. I didn't get to go this year. I had family here from Australia at the time that we were all going, so didn't go this year. And I thought, well, no, I'm desperate to get there again. But to be honest, I need to come back here first. Beautiful, beautiful part of the world. These roads are amazing. Bloody sat nav, be quiet. Oh, look at this church here on the left. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? If I'm not mistaken, Charles René Macintosh windows. Interesting. I think. Feel a bit of research. Cafe and bookshop. Oh, nice. Okay. $1.31 for fuel. That's not massively outrageous since I'm paying $1.28 at home. more churches than houses. Clearly God-fearing folk up here. It's very pretty. Just riding in the quiet, just soaking it all up. How lovely. Fantastic days riding today. Been tremendous. I need to explore more of this area. Looks a pretty bridge. The sign said abseilers working on the bridge. That'll be worth seeing. I hear sirens but I don't see anything. Only really be behind or in front. There's a lot of traffic for a very sleepy little place. I wonder where they're all going. Nice old BSAs. Make a lovely noise. Drop a lot of oil. There's a lot of the vintage bike boys come to Squires on a Thursday, and quite often look at them and think, oh, it was lovely, I remember owning those. There's some Bonneville's there and old BSAs, and you think, you kind of look back with rose tinted glasses, and then you watch as they try and kick it into life, and it takes forever, and then as they're rolling it backwards out of the parking bay, they've got to be careful that they don't put the tyres or the oil that it's dropped. You just think, oh my god, yeah, maybe I'm not missing those days at all. It's no, I took the Japanese to sort of work out that, oh, I know, instead of putting the crankcases together vertically, why don't we split them horizontally so that the oil stays in the bottom bit? So really, it's not rocket science, is it? But they had character, didn't they? Character. You used to point your engine breather out towards the chain so you never had to oil it. Just the oil that spewed out of the bike kept your chain lubricated. Having said that, I mean, there's not much can compare looks wise to like early 60s Bonnevilles. They're just magnificent. Or the Vincent Black Shadow. They're an amazing looking piece of kit. That's a nice piece of tarmac. Oh, shush. Bloody sat-nav. Bing, bing, bing. Wow! Bing, bing, bing. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Well, according to the sat-nav, we should be at a hotel or a bed and breakfast or a croft in about 3 minutes. I figure it must be off to the left here somewhere. Just judging by the views on the website. Oh, Highland cattle. Which is not really a shock as it seems we're in the Highlands. Oh, I'm eyeing that guy in the queue there. With a black car. ETA 2 minutes. look at that. How lovely. So home for the next couple of days. I was hoping to do lots of little ride outs, but I think apparently it's going to rain extremely heavily tomorrow. I was hoping to get my missus to come out on the back of the bike for a little bit, but that's unlikely to happen if it's going to be really bad weather. It's just early days for her and the bike. La da 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 dee. La da 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 dee da dee dum. These are cracking roads. Oncoming traffic in the middle of road, that's not a good thing. So we'll just notch back a little just in case. And I assume it's because of that bridge. Oh, look at the condition of the road, it's in tremendous nick. Okay, we should be anywhere around here. CEO, sure. Oh, there it is. I need to turn around. I'm too busy enjoying the road, muppet. But that's alright, gonna ride this along a little bit and then turn around. I need to turn around. Right. He pulled in behind me, but bless, he didn't know where I was going. It was actually, to be fair, pretty well signposted. I just wasn't really paying attention. BM. Nice. Well, this isn't a good road. It's gravel as well, which is not the best. What a spot this is. I really don't like gravel. Hey puppy. Hey doggy dog. Hey. Woof woof. Woof you sir. Woof, woof. Yeah. Woof. Woof.